he's giving and try a little more, a little less. It's I think that we can put the two together. Yeah, like because I just don't think I think if you get too much contact and you don't hold the strap, you're gonna just like you're not good enough at bouncing with him yet. Like you haven't gone through all the steps of tests, I should say, of like because once you can hold the strap with both hands and you can trot around and then you can let go with both hands and your hands are very specific, like where you want to put them. Like, what if I said I want 1/2 inch above the strap? And like you can hold it there and like you've got a cup of water and you're not going to bounce it out. Like, so in one moment it sounds like, oh, that sounds like forever, years away, but it's also not. Like, you have to use this time when it goes to sitting trot. It's more like for miles. I think it's too much to ask for him to be on a contact. Like, you'll balance on his mouth, and that's the last thing that he'll need to do because he will like totally back off. And then if you don't balance on his mouth, you'll bounce hard on his back, and then he'll slow down because of his back. So either way, you're in trouble. So it's better to just try to go with him the best that you can. Say before, yeah, 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 yeah. I feel like you'll find with no contact, you'll be able to start to like sit the trot better without holding the strap. Like, that's the next phase then when you start to think about actually ride him in that contact. But the weird part of that kind of to tie up that part is that you have to be so independent that you don't rely on. It's just so easy with those hands and those reins to just kind of, even for me that I'm going the sitting trot, there are times when I don't hold back on the horse, but there's a little bit of feel of the contact that helps me to feel like I can stay in. If that makes sense. Like, I don't think I could sit with the horse that well with a really good trot. Like, so like Delma is really going. I really having the contact. She's really soft. I can soften one hand or soften the other hand. I'm not hanging on the hands. But I have to say, like, if someone said, okay, the contact's going to remain the same, the horse is going to stay in the same frame without you holding and take your hands out to the side, I think it would be hard for me. There'd be a moment of feeling of a loss of connection in with him. So there is a part of feeling that the rein contact is, there's a very small percentage of that that does kind of go all in to tie the whole package together. But it's just like you can't rely on it either. Like, you can't. It can't be the main thing that's helping you to sit the trot. So I think that for now it's more about, even though we've decided and we've made a plan of attack to attack this, you know, thing that's really necessary. Plus, it's really the next level. This is the next phase. This is it. This is the progression of what we have to do. It's also necessary for the next level that you want to do, but it's also why second level is a big cutoff for a lot of people. It is like, it's really like going to the high school. Like, it's like things are serious now. Like, everything that you've learned up to this point really do have to work. And you'll find that I think that the third level is easier. It just has all of these details. Like, it has, like, there's a lot of people that can just skip over the second and go to third and still score really high. Like, because second level can be skipped, you know. And also, I feel like fourth level is kind of harder than Three St. George. So I think it definitely gives you. I think that is part of the idea, to give you such a struggle, then to feel like you can get to the next level and it's not it has its other hard things, but um, I think third level just seems. I can see why people would just be like, bam, just go right to third. You know, if I have a horse that's talented enough and schooling to change, just go right to third. But that makes sense in the young horse too, because the young horse uh, test, it kind of lends itself to it. Just kind of goes the the 5 year olds. You're already so the 4 year olds, you know, is kind of cruising around. And the 5 year olds is like third level. So it's like training is 4 year olds, and 5 year olds is like third level, and then 6 year olds is like St. George, and then 7, 8 is coming through. So then you're developing pre St. George, and then you know, and developing Grand Prix at 8, and then 9. So you know, if you look at it in the sense of you know age, and if you really do want to go to Grand Prix, and you have a horse that can go to Grand Prix, like you do need to stick to that schedule, otherwise you run out of horse life. The life of the horse is over. I mean, I totally understand that more and more and more um, every year. And it's like I just told Chris too. She said, "Are we going to do the second breeding to Enya?" And I said, "I want to do it, but I want her to have the baby in January. I'm so sorry. Like I don't get this. This makes me so mad. Like I want to have the baby in January, and on the next January it's one, and everyone in the world will call it one. Like I want like Proximo, he was born in May, and on January 1, he's going to be called two. Like, this is so weird. He's very. I mean, it doesn't make a difference if you get a horse at 6 or 7 and you're just lumbering around at first level and whatever. It just makes a difference at all. But when you're really going to try to like, time is your worst enemy, and you have to account for injuries or time off or just in general, let alone the fight of just like constantly losing 6 months, basically. Like 6 months is like it just was like never happened. Very strange. All right, so did you get to warm up a little bit? Okay. So let's go ahead for some trot when you're ready, and just as you feel. You're like, as he feels tired. No, I know. Oh gosh. And on these days that you feel extra tired, or if he feels extra tired, I'm always talking about experimenting, right? Like, I really want you to always play around. Just, I don't mind that you do things. If he's long, or he's slowly, or he's running, or rushing, or racing, or any end of the spectrum, as long as you can, like, theoretically back it up why you're doing it, I don't care. If I say to you, oh, I just walk up to your arena right now, I look in and I say, oh, he looks like this, that, and the other thing, and you could say, well, I'm doing this, this, and this because of that, that, and that. I don't mind. Does that make sense? So if experiment on these days too, I've had, I talk about the one horse in particular that was like, a bugger to ride because he just was, oh my gosh, he did not want to move unless he was out on the trail, on the bridle trail in Florida going in a straight line forever and ever and ever. This horse was horrible to ride. And sometimes I had to just be these horses, they make you be even more clever. Like sometimes you maybe go for trot rising today and you try as less as like just see what happens. Sometimes when you do less, sometimes they like kind of level off and do more, or they just level off and it's not as bad as you think. So for me, I don't know how much effort it is for you, but it's an okay start place. I'm okay with this. It's so sluggish. Oh goodness, he's like, I feel like I have to scratch my leg. Oh my goodness. Oh, and he's so funny. He's so funny. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There we go. Oh my gosh. He's like, wait. I feel like I have a scratch. My nose is scratchy. My mouth is scratchy. Oh. Oh, good. That's a good thing. Between the cheeks or at the bridle? Oh, okay, good. On both sides? Oh, that's really good. That's a great sign. Good. So we're going to try a little bit trot diagonal, trot diagonal, trot diagonal. That can also help this. So we can do, we know that the diagonal is, recognizable as to lengthen. So we can do this trick as well, that sometimes we do it down the long side, but we can also go diagonal, diagonal, keep changing the direction. And diagonal again, lengthen. A little more controlled through the corner and the short side, but powerful. Good, and again. Get him to learn that when he goes on the diagonal, that it means something. Good. Go again on the diagonal. And go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Ha, da, 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 da. All right, let's go for Kenter. Large. And again, the strap, how you're going to hold, how you're going to sit, how you're going to feel is we're going to just kind of follow our noses here. Keep going. Down the long side. I want 3 full circles around the arena in the easiest way possible. And you kind of let him make the mistake, and you're going to have to get angry with him once. Get red once instead of pink all the time. Yes, yes. Now be careful when you do that. Keep your hands down though, so don't trick him by getting after him and then he takes a few steps forward and you hang back on the mouth. No, you have to prepare for that. Keep moving the seat. Keep going. Come on. Yes. Come on. This is better. Come on. Keep going. And then we're going to do the diagonal, change the direction, trotting at X. And keep your right shoulder back and left shoulder down. Yeah, good. Now go, 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 go. Ah. And pick up Kenner this way, and the same thing. 3 circles this way. Again, this way he needs a little bit more activity through his, I think a little bit his inside hind needs to jump quite a lot more this way. Don't fall off to the outside. Make sure that your hips, that your balance stays a little to the right. Even though he wants to fall in, then if you go to the right, fine. Then you can bend him, but keep yourself a little bit to the right in your seat. And that way you keep the right leg a little, it's not on desperate, but it's catching him and you're pushing a little bit the haunch because you're counteracting his haunch wants to come in. He wants to do a little bit of a haunch in naturally. So keep your left rein and your right leg. Good, keep going. Good. And then rate this between a 1 to a 10, 10 being the hardest, 1 being the easiest. How hard is it to maintain this canter? I would be even happy with a 5. Good. And do you find that you can go back on your seat even a little bit more when you feel like you're losing, but you don't really like do a big correction, but you just say, I'm going to stay back here. I'm not going to let you suck me forward. I'm not going to let you. Good movement through your seat. Good job. This is so much better, your hip movement, yeah? But you're a little falling to the left still. Be careful. You're falling to the outside towards the wall. Good. Let's start shortening him up just a little bit, but we're not allowed to lose this energy. Make the big circle. 20 meters. Don't let him lose the energy. Keep his head straight. You do not fall off to the... Yes, yes, yes. Give him a little tap again. And tap him on the outside. Do you have the whip on the outside? Tap him on the shoulder if you have it. Don't do your falling to the outside. You're taping this, right? Okay, good. You'll see it there. Everything is you flopping to the side. Out to the left. You have to stay over to the right, to the inside, and keep your right shoulder back. Keep your right self back and over to the right. Stay on the right side. Your right leg is shorter looking. Keep your right leg longer looking. You can do. Sometimes too we have to make sure that the fitness, we know we have good fitness, but sometimes we need to push a little bit the fitness down the long side. No, don't fall off to the right. Keep your, yes, this is good. Do you feel the difference there? Good. On the diagonal, throw the legs. Don't lose your right elbow, right shoulder back. Right chest back. Keep the counter. Keep the counter. Come on. Oh no, you got forward. That's okay. It's okay. Good. Catch your breath. Fine. Good. Did it get at all easier or the same? Okay. Yeah, I mean, you need a reaction. Like the last thing you want is like all this asking and nothing, or like a suck back. Yeah, that was really good. Your feet is moving way better though, I must say. Yeah. It when you look at your video, that I want you to look at to see that you have that moving way more. When you feel like you're catch your breath, you can get it now. And make him in the walk really come short. Remember when we did walk halts, and then walk halts and under, quick stepping, that kind of idea? Good boy. And in doing this, you want to find that he is like getting lighter to the E. You're doing less, you're stretching up. Everything is like getting so easy, he's almost offering it to you. When you start taking your legs away, he already starts like, oof. And under to the halt. Good boy. Under to the halt. Tap him. Tap him with your calves. Tap, 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 tap to the halt. Under. Cut. Yes. Good. Good. And walk out. No backing. Tuck, 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 tuck. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Good. And halt again, gently. Next time, gently. With you hugging your legs. Open and go. Good. And again, under. Yeah, good boy. And go. Good. And when you're getting ready to go in the outward, make sure you give a little bit more connection through your fingers because he's going to throw that nose up a little bit, and you just want to catch him. It's just energy you don't want to let get out of the steam go out from the building. Like keep it in, keep it. It's energy that's good. Leave it, keep it, bring it in. you tickle him in the bridle when you push him out in the seat. Quick, 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 quick. Got a little dog. And ask like with your body, with your whole self, more hind legs. Shorten the range, shorten the contact, shorten the trot in front and quicken it behind. Don't lose that energy with the nose popping up. Contain it, use it, say use it. That's going to help. Use that energy back at the shoulder, lift the shoulder. Less trot, less trot, less trot, less trot. We're more in place, more active. More in place, more into place, more into place, more into place, lower into place, into place, into place. Like he's trotting in place. More, shorten the range, breathe. And let your shoulders come down. You're losing your neck because you're holding the shoulders up. Breathe, exhale. Legs away, legs away. Tuck, 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 legs away, legs away. Keep going. Lift, 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 legs away, legs away. Lift, 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 away, legs away. Good, good. Shoulder in. Lift, 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 lift. Shorten the range. Hands need to be out in front a little bit more with bent elbows. Don't lose that energy through the outside range. Come on. Bring him in the nose. Bring him in. More legs, more feet to bring him in. More legs, more feet. Come on. Outside range. Come on, you can do it. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Come on. Good. Breathe. Exhale. Good. A little shoulder in, just a few strides to finish. And trot on through the short side. Up. Good. Down the next long side. Haunch in. Bend him. Yeah. Yes. Bend him to the. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. So, yep. Right leg back. Right leg back. Inside leg holds the bend. Wrap him around, and he's bending to the left, but he's looking down the track. Yeah. Bend him. Yeah. Stay left. You stay sitting left. Good. Try it again. Shorten the range. More under in the trot. Walk trot. Yeah, okay. Good. Good. That's enough angle. Yeah, and straighten. So that's pretty easy. Good. Yeah, he loves that. That's why he loves the half pass. Good. Now shoulder in down the next long side. And shorten the range, shorten the body, shorten his trot, and activate him. Come on. Right rein here. Right rein here. Yeah, not too much. You're pushing his head in too much and not getting the shoulder. We want the shoulder. Yeah. Keep your right shoulder down. Bounce the ball. Now you're holding your breath. Everything's stiff. Breathe. Walk. Walk. Right rein, exhale. Right rein, exhale. Right rein, exhale. Yes. Right shoulder back. Right. Breathe. But your right self back. You're good. There. At the end, you are getting it there more straight through your shoulders. Again. He's not so much he has to turn his head in. He has to bring the shoulder in. Yeah. So you need your right hand down. Yeah. More shoulder. Less head. Relax yourself. Right shoulder down. Again. Keep overly bounce your ball and turn yourself to the right. Overly bounce the ball and keep your right self back. Right hip back. Right shoulder back. Right elbow back. Right elbow back. No, don't fall off to the right. Now bounce. Lift. Come on. Good. Come on. Diagonal. Standard trot. Rising. Diagonal. Let's go. Come on, let's go. More. You can do it. More. Keep going to the short side. Come on. Yeah, go. Stop your legs. Stop. More. There you go. This is nice. This is good. Don't fall off to the outside. You're collapsing your left rib cage. Right shoulder down. Go. Don't give up. Come on. Good. Are you feeling it? Exhale. In the rhythm. Pa, 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 pa. Inhale, exhale. Keep going. Do you feel what you do when you catch him there and you bounce up? This is good. This is good. Yes, what you're doing there. Good. And now your legs are hanging. Good. Yes, 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 yes. I don't mind if he gets slow or sluggish in the times, and then you ask him something, you get a response. It's fine. That's the start. A little bit shoulder in. Try not to really move your hands. Yeah. Yes. That's your best one. Good. 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 But don't collapse your right side. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That's your right leg that has to be a little bit more active. Put your right hip back and your left hip forward. Only because of your crookedness this way. Shoulder in again. Don't lose the strap. You can do it. You take your left hand, even though you have the strap, and you take his shoulder. You can do it. You have to learn how to manage him within yourself in your midsection, not so much through your hands. Good. Again. Yeah, and if you get off the track, just pick a new track and just keep going. Yeah. You're falling off to the left still. Not good for this. You'll see it, your outside leg is longer on the video coming towards. Yeah. Go with him, go with him, go with him. Come on. Yeah, he wants to go, eh? Good. Good. Keep going. Okay, good. Breathe, walk. Very good. Recover. Good. This is good, though. I'm glad we got to this point. But you have to. You have to. You have to do what you have to do. You have to. Hold until you can start, like, you have to. If you let go too early and you don't get through to this other phase, hold longer than you think and hold, but don't hold tight. You don't have to death grip on there, but keep holding so you know how to feel when you pull yourself down the saddle and take your legs away. You're going to learn to do the same thing in seconds versus like circles or long sides. You're going to fix it in seconds. You're going to start popping up out of the saddle, and you're going to just immediately know, hands down, legs away, pull yourself back down the saddle, and then release again. Later, when everything's like more reliable. And when you're doing this and holding your breath, it's going to be better too. Not holding your breath. You have to make sure that you're not holding your breath. You're holding, you can let go with one hand softer than the other. We have to still do lots of things before you let go all the way. Otherwise, you're just going to be doing it in a jog, which is fine to practice too, if that's what you want to practice in this moment or this time. But this is the kind of rhythm trot. This is a different, it's not a different thing. It's a thing that we're going to have eventually all the time. This is how you're going to, there's not going to be any less trot than this. But as you're working towards it, you're going to decide. This is the harder thing to do right now. So this is the hard part of your work. Exactly. Exactly. Well, I think you're learning too how you can manipulate him in your seat when he feels like he's backing off. I can hear you. Hey, hey, hey. Like, you know, I know that you know when he's going to back off. And you have to learn to get after him by getting behind the motion and not getting forward. The only way you're going to learn it is by holding on for now and teaching him. He starts to know when you start leaning back a little bit more and taking those legs away, he's going to get in trouble. You start going out in front of you as soon as you start leaning back a little bit. He's like, oof, don't want to get in trouble. Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ripples. Mm, mm, yeah, I know. Well, you're using it. Yeah, yeah. You'll see it in the video coming at where you just your whole left side looks long and your right side looks short. You'll see it even stirrup wise. You're just drawing up all your weight is like searching down onto the left and your body is letting you do that. I just want to swap that out. I want your right side of your body to feel more of that and your left side actually draw up a little bit. But think of bending your left knee a little bit more. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Try. Think of bending, lifting your left knee up the knee roll and put your right leg long and stay over with your hip. Because when you put your right hip forward, it's the signal to tell him to put his right hip forward. That's why he's always in this hunch in. And you're a bit always doing that with your right self forward. That's why you have to keep your right hip back, your inside hip back. So before you're falling off to the outside. There, now, yes. You're going to feel bad because you're going to feel like, oh, if I go to the inside, he's going to drift in. Yeah, perfect. Because you're so lopsided that when you go to the right, you don't want to function properly through your right leg. Your right leg doesn't help you very much. So when you step over to the right, he all of a sudden goes under you because that's natural, right? The horse goes underneath you. But you can stay over to the right and still give him the right leg, not in a bending, not in a leg yield. You can just say like, hey, this is the track. This is where we're staying. Make your right leg out of the stirrup. Right foot out of the stirrup. And left foot more up. And stay over to the right. Yes, because now you're more straight. Yes, 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 yes. Kick your right leg away 3 times. But stay over to the right. Do you feel your right seat bone more or your left seat bone more? Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Again, take now your right leg away and only move your hips over to the right. Like you're just going to shift them over to the right. Put your right hand up to the sky and bend your right hand out to the left like you're curving out to the left. So you're going to, no, the other way, which is weird. I want you to do that. Now push your right inside hip out to the right because of that. Yes, push more. Yes, because it's not your upper body. It's your, yes. Now your hips are more straight. Now your hips are more straight. Now you're more over to, yes, 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 yes. Stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there. This is good for the video. It's good for the video. We're not going to look at your shoulders and your head. We're looking at your hips. Now bring your right hand back down. And now collapse off to the left again like you normally do. Now sit over to the left. That's how you normally do. Now bring yourself up. Yes, there you go. Good job. Good. And relax there. That's going to be great. Make sure you click your video off and on again now so we don't lose that. He's amazing. Like really amazing.